Yes, Mngabe, sorry. From the ATM political party, it's Selvan phoning from the Roof on Top channel. How are you doing?
I'm alright.
Thanks for taking our call. I'm just following up on the motion of no confidence against Cyril Ramaphosa that you guys brought last week to Parliament. So we just had a couple of questions for you.
Where are you based, guys?
In the Western Cape.
Western Cape. And I'm speaking to
Selvan Admiral from the Roof on Top channel.
Solvi.
Selvan.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said in my WhatsApp message to you. Anyways,
KFM.
sorry, say again?
You're from KTV.
No, the Roof on Top channel. It's all digital, yes. Social media.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
So predominantly we looked at it. It's basically the incompetence in Cyril Ramaphosa and obviously the 500,000 rand bribes that you allege that he paid for the elections. Okay. There's just a couple of questions. Number one is you are the ATM party. They say it was born out of Jacob Zuma and Ace Magashule. Is that true or false?
No, that's a pure lies. And all those people who have been circulating those allegations, a number of them has came up and withdraw and apologize.
Okay.
Not fact.
All right.
Including the ANC itself.
Okay.
They formed their own commission of inquiry internally against Magashule, which was chaired by Fred Chinwala, the first Speaker of Parliament.
All right.
And that report defined Magashule not to have any link with us. So it's some lies that has never been proven.
All right. The next question is why you guys got 76,000 votes in the elections. That's 2 seats. So you a minority party. Why don't the other parties rally behind you and support your motion of no confidence?
Well, we cannot answer the question why. Remember, each party is directed by its own policies and constitution. But above all, each party is directed by the resolution of its meetings and consultations with its members. So we do not know what informs the decision of other parties.
All right.
But we continue with our own because that was the resolution of our own party.
Okay. So, do you think the EFF is going to rally behind you like they did with Jacob Zuma? They also had a motion of no confidence against him.
We believe that whoever is not happy with the leadership of the current president will rally behind us.
Okay. They also say that you are the iceberg beneath the sinking Titanic. Do you think calling for a secret ballot in the motion of no confidence is because some political parties and members feel that they will be intimidated?
Oh yes, that's correct. In fact, we based all that in the judgment of the Constitutional Court itself, that political parties must exercise their democratic rights under no fear of penalties after doing that, after exercising those rights. We need to protect everyone. We need to make sure that democracy speaks for itself. Remember, we are dealing with the head of state here. It cannot be with show of hands as if we are electing someone in the school hall. It cannot be like that. We must follow all procedures and make sure that we treat this in a dignified manner.
Yeah.
That would make each and every member to vote with his or her conscience.
I just think, just to add to that now, when we look at the political environment at the moment, with all the fraud and corruption, if you look at, you obviously now speaking about the 500,000 rand that was allegedly paid out in bribes. We had a loan taken up 500 billion. PPE tenders that we saw. I mean, if you look at the Guptas, the over 1 trillion, they estimate, that's only an estimate, that got captured in this whole ordeal. That was also buying, and Gupta's buying politicians. If we look at this whole ordeal, do you think the focus should be, especially now with Ace Magashule being arrested, Cyril Ramaphosa taking on fraud and corruption and addressing the issues. Obviously, there's internal battles within the ANC. Do you think it's the right time for the ATM party to attack Cyril Ramaphosa in terms of the motion of no confidence?
Oh, yeah, it's the right time, bro. All what you are saying, it's something that has been happening under his watch. This man has been the member of the NEC of the ANC for as long as we remember. He has been the deputy president, he is the president. All what has been happening was there. And we do not understand what is this notion to try to remove him on all what has happened in the country and the ANC. Because the guy has been there in charge. He has never resigned in any position because of corruption that is not in line with. He has not expressed his unhappiness of what has been happening in government for the past 2 terms that has been the deputy president. Now to come now and pretend to be the deputy Jesus, it doesn't convince us as someone who's also implicated in some of the things. I think you follow the State Capture Commission.
Yeah.
Just recently, the ESCOM guy was giving testimony that I think they tried to dodge 1.7 billion or something like that in taxes. He's also implicated in other things. So it's not a person you can trust.
100%. And I think most politicians are also implicated. We're waiting for the commission to complete its job. But now, if you...
We've got a leader who can't take decisions against his people, against his cabinet. Some people have been implicated in the cabinet. Deputy Minister Zizi Kodwa and others have been implicated. Some took a military flight to Zimbabwe with the ANC guys. He issued a statement that he is shocked. Subsequent after that, it appeared that he was aware he was that in the NEC meeting when the decision was taken. So there is a lot that shows that the current president does not have a backbone. And he's not a man that can lead the nation. Yeah,
I think the ANC is divided. I also think that there's complexities within the ANC that makes it difficult for him to act. Do you think Ace Magashule should step aside?
Well, we will not comment on that because that's the operation of another party.
But from an ATM from an ATM political party, your insight, your input, what do you suggest? Should Ace step aside? If not, why not?
That would mean ANC must close shop. Everyone there has got his or her, what they call it, a skeleton, smaller than a skeleton. They've got all of them with their own thing.
All right.
Once you start to say so and so, I think you must step aside. So we are now interfering, entering the political factions or the faction backlist of another political party. That's why we said
okay.
We will not comment because some of them are just dating.
But in the media, most political parties express their opinion. The fact that you say that you are not born out of Jacob Zuma and Ace Magashule and not wanting to say anything about Ace Magashule stepping aside, it raises some eyebrows, isn't it?
No, there's no eyebrows. Remember, there are two sections in the ANC.
Okay.
Either you support what Ace with his RET, or you support the SAR-17. There are two sections in the ANC. There is no center. For us not to comment on the internal backers of the ANC is the safe thing to do because we are not intending to entertain any section there because all of them are corrupt. In fact, we should be saying to our people, not comment on Ace or we should be saying to our people, vote the ANC government out. That should give us a peace of mind, all of us.
Okay, so the next question obviously is Jacob Zuma. Do you think then Jacob Zuma should continue? The fact that he's refusing to go to the Zondo Commission, do you agree with that, or do you say he must face, because he inevitably appointed Zondo and now trying to get out of it? Is your take that he should proceed with the Zondo Commission, or are you supporting Jacob Zuma not attending the Zondo Commission?
No, everyone must subject himself or herself
to
the law of the country. There is no one who should defy any legally instituted commission
Okay.
that is trying to find some facts. You go there if you are clean, you clean yourself. You go there if you are dirty, you be caught that you are dirty.
Yeah.
We do not think that to defy any lawful instruction will help in this situation. If they have their own issues, well, they should be able to settle those issues outside the formal legal institution.
All right. Okay. So you are proceeding next year. Are you guys positive that you're going to see some results?
Yeah. On the 3rd and 4th of February, our motion would be heard at the Western Cape High Court.
Okay. Just, you guys are, look, if you look at everything now in the country, the economy, everything that's in dire need of leadership, should ACE, Secretary General, you think ACE is the boss?
Yeah.
Do you think ACE is the boss of the ANC or Cyril Ramaphosa?
Well, it's not clear to see. I mean, it's unclear now as to who is in charge of the ANC.
Okay.
Everyone is fighting there.
Yeah. So if you are successful, Cyril Ramaphosa is removed as president, who should succeed him? Is there anyone left in the ANC that's credible, that's honest, that's sincere, that can bring leadership and resolve issues of the country? Because at this stage, we're sitting with corruption. We're sitting with an economy that's indebted to other countries. We're sitting with everything is just in slavery. Talking about textile closing, steel companies closing, mining companies are taken over, Eskom, Denel, SAA, everything has been destroyed. Everything, they've got serious issues to build it up. What do you think is the solution to get it running again, swiftly running? Unemployment, people don't have food, yet we've got the ATM party running after Cyril Ramaphosa. I just think, look, I'm not Barry Roo, but I put it to you, right? You are the ATM party. We've got cash and transit heist. It's now Christmas, people don't have money, ATMs need to be filled up, people don't have food. The lotto, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, just like that, 20 people became millionaires. We're not sure if it was corruption. We're talking about VBS Bank being looted. I mean, if you look at that, will they resolve the issues? Is the EFF involved? Where are we going with it? You are the ATM party.
Yeah, let me address it like this. Firstly, if Cyril goes, we are not in a position to say so in the ANC. Remember that we will have a fresh elections when the president is removed. People are at liberty to vote for anyone, but in our view, that should be not in the ANC government. ANC government must lose power for it to clean itself. We need a fresh leadership that will come with fresh ideas, which is not dented by anything, so that they are able to attract investors that will address all what we are saying.
It's just we had 26 years and now we're sitting in the same scenario. We've got more than 26 years, nothing has changed. We see racial politics being perpetuated.
That's what I'm saying to you. This is what I'm saying to you, that once our masses take a decision to change the driver of this car, that is when you see change. Because some of these people in the government, the majority of them are conflicted. People are not arrested. We spoke about 500 billion of COVID-19 relief fund.
Yes.
Who has been arrested now? Who is behind the bus? Even the spokesperson of the president is also implicated.
These compromises.
Some provinces are really sinking. In some other provinces, people are buying blankets for 4 million. It's crazy. But there's no firm decision by a leader who's got a big bone to arrest or dismiss ministers, dismiss deputy ministers, dismiss premiers. Nothing has happened.
All right.
On your witness, who's behind the bus? Nothing.
What is your take on racial politics? The EFF blowing the whistle on
No,
racism?
no. You see, that one must be addressed because we are a united, we should strive to be a united country. We can't play the race card as and when it suits us or whoever. That one must be rejected. We must try to welcome each other, be able to stay together peacefully. Because there's only one South Africa. It is this one, this land where all of us we are in. Therefore, we must learn to live together in harmony. We know this thing applies in both sections. Whether it's a black community, we still have that pocket of resistance. Whether it's a white community, you still have those pockets of resistance on racism. But we must, at the end, champion this thing as a country, all of us together.
Okay. And Julius Malema threatening police officers. Why didn't you guys speak up against that? Why do you think Ysmachas, Becky Cele never addressed the issue?
When we are a law-respecting organization, though we do not have facts as how this thing started, but we believe that Minister Cele is a member of parliament. The leader of the EFF is also a member of parliament. As colleagues, they should have said and try to get each other to the positions where this one is saying and be able to correct each other and go to public.
Yeah.
It is not professional for members of parliament who sit in same committees in parliament to issue contradicting or confusing statements on the media. I think these two leaders must sit down, try to get each other. They must be able to understand each other and then give the public a concrete statement.
Just the last question on the Guptas. Why are you guys not chasing after the Guptas? America froze all their bank accounts, took their assets. Inevitably, that's South Africans, the taxpayers' money that they took from us. So it's basically the robber robs the robber. Now, and Busiri, obviously, that's very embarrassing for the country that they fled. Why did you guys not speak up about that?
Well, we've addressed that a number of meetings and our media presses before. It's not something that we can always be talking about because those who are supposed to address it, including the ruling party, they never addressed it. These guys left when everyone knew that they were being chased by the law enforcement agencies. They're supposed to be arrested. In the same way that Prophet Bushir also left the country so close to the ANC. So it's something that the ruling party itself must look at it. But also, we are not only convinced that one family of 3 guys will be able to capture and take money from. There are others. You've got your operating Hamas, your Stellenbosch guys, and who are also involved in looting the state. But it depends on which camp are you in or in power at that time. So we must be very careful when addressing these things. But on the issue of quotas, they should extradite them. It's simple. No, they should write to UAE and extradite them.
Why are they not doing that though? Irrespective, so you are not associated with Jacob Zuma, Ysmachas Cele. You are completely independent. Who's funding you? Who's funding the ATM party? Is it the banks?
The ATM is completely independent with its own constitution, members, and leadership. ATM is funded by its own members who are making monthly subscriptions on what they can afford to sustain the party.
Yeah.
As well as our members of parliament. The member, we've got 4 members of parliament. 2 national, 1 KZN, 1 Eastern Cape.
Eastern Cape, yes.
That's how we survive.
All right. Okay, thanks for your time. Appreciate your comments. Just the last question. What is the ATM PIN number?
Phone number.
PIN number.
Phone number.
No, the PIN number.
That's the number you've just used to call me.
No, the PIN number, the ATM PIN number. This is the ATM party, right?
Yeah.
Automatic teller machine.
Yeah.
Is it not the automatic teller machine party?
No, man, you have been noted now.
Oh, I thought you were the ATM party. That's why I say, people don't have food. It's Christmas, and you must fill up the ATMs. But you're busy with no confidence motions against Cyril Ramaphosa.
The African transformation.
Oh yeah, you must work on that name because people out there, everyone thinks it's the ATM party. You can go there and get money, Baba. That's why I asked for the PIN number because I also want money. You see this lotto thing, eh? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you think it was a scam?
This is the African transformation movement.
Oh, it's not the ATM party. ABSA, ATM, FNB, Netbank,
All right, so.
Capitec. Enjoy your day, my brother. Appreciate your feedback, eh?
Thank you.
Okay, goodbye.